What up, y'all? Welcome back to Yeah, I Said It, the podcast for all things sports. I am your host, Chris, and today, y'all know what we getting into. The NFL, Week 4. You know how we do it, but we got to see what happened in Week 3. But so starting off, we got to go over what we did the previous week. In last place, with 9 games picked correctly,
must be me.
It's Blair.
It's Blair. Yeah.
9 and 16 games.
That makes
9
sense.
out of 16 games. That's not bad. That's still
9 out
better
of
than
17.
50%.
9 out of 17.
9 out of 16.
Yeah, so that ain't
Not
bad
bad.
at all.
That's not
Still
bad.
over 500.
And then second was Sean with 10 games picked correct. And in first, we had a 3-way tie.
It's them stupid stretches y'all picked.
Me, Darius, and Brianna.
Yeah.
11 games picked correctly, baby.
Yeah,
I mean, it feels good to be on top finally.
It's
It
them
feels
stupid
good.
stretches, yo. I knew exactly what that was when it happened. So all of y'all like dubs that I got wrong is some of that was like fam love. Like some of it was just fam, especially Chris. Like Chris got me beat because he picked Cincinnati. Let's get it real. Chris picked Cincinnati because he's a homer. Nobody else picked Cincy because nobody thought Cincy was gonna win, but they won.
Chris thought they was gonna win, and they won.
Chris did not think they were gonna win. He picked them anyway.
I
Sean
thought they were
didn't.
going to win. Even my own fucking brother picked Pittsburgh, and I said, nigga.
That's because you talked him into picking Cincy the week before, and they got dusted. And he didn't
But
do it.
I be watching the games. I don't know what that nigga doing. He at work or something. I don't know. But speaking
Listen,
of
bro.
him and Brianna, they're not going to join us today. As you see, it's just the 3 kings out here. We doing it out here like that. You know what I'm saying? So
the games that hurt were what game? It had to be that Seattle game that nobody thought Seattle was going to lose. Like nobody thought Seattle was going to lose.
I thought about it.
Hey, remember what I told y'all, dog?
You did. I won't say you didn't say it, bro. You did say they about to start losing games. You should think they should win. So, and they was up at half, and they just gave that away, bro. Like I didn't pick the Chargers because it's the Chiefs, and you don't think the Chiefs about to go out there and stink all of that joint like they did 2 weeks in a row, bro.
Yeah,
I picked Brady because I picked Brady. I think I was the only one that picked the Bucks. Everybody else had picked the Rams on that one.
No, I picked the Rams. I think.
Okay.
Just me and Darius picked the Rams.
Yeah. A couple of them games. So your game was the game I lost, was the Ram game. Chris got that extra dub because he picked Cincy. I don't know what Darius got it. It might have been Darius' stretch pick. It was some pick Darius like, I'm a stretch for this one. Matter of fact, it had to be the Giants game. Did you pick the Giants or the Falcons, bro?
I picked the Falcons.
That's why. Those were the 2 games. The 2 games was the Falcons game and the Rams game. Like that was a coin flip for me because it was like these dudes are trash.
I told y'all the Rams was gonna do it to them boys. They did it tough.
They do have an awesome defense. I just, it's Tom, bro. I don't like betting against Tom.
I mean, what can you do?
Betting against Tom because it's Tom, bro.
It could be a possible NFC championship between them 2 guys.
Dude, the Rams are legit. Like, I know the Rams are legit. And I'm not the dude that said Matt Stafford was trash. Like, I don't think Matt is garbage. We don't have to see in the playoffs what happened.
Yeah.
But, like, I've seen him play in big games. He don't be the dude losing the game for them. Like, he was not the dude that blew the game when the Lions used to lose. They blew it in factions like they did against Baltimore with that 66-yard field goal. That's how the Lions lose, bro. It's part of the culture.
Bro, I swear to God, Baltimore got to have the leprechaun ride with them, dog.
Man.
These dudes, and they keep squeezing up out of that. This dude, Justin Tucker, it tripped me out because I was like, he ain't never kicked this hard in his life. Did you see him take the hop step before he ready to kick the
Because
ball?
he needed that little bit of pooch, bruh. He was short, apparently, at the beginning of the game from like 65.
He needed every centimeter of that, dog. But it was an amazing kick, bro.
But Justin Tucker has hit crazy long record kicks before.
Yeah,
It just, he set a new record. Like, it just was one of those deals.
In history, they don't get no better. Man, Baltimore gonna start taking field goals from fucking the middle of the field.
But here's the crazy
also what
part
helps with that too. There was no
last person
win,
that
so
had that record, it happened against Detroit.
mm,
When it was set before, the original record was set against Detroit, bro. Like,
and this dude Jared Goff is like, oh my God, Matt Stafford wasn't lying.
Jared Goff is about to find out what it's like when you do everything you can and y'all still lose. And it feels like it's not getting any better. Like, Detroit looks good. They play games close. They seem to not have given up. Dude.
Even with Jared Goff, it's like all they did was swap. It's like they swapped generic dude for generic dude. Like, they still got. I only say that, and I ain't trying to call neither one of them generic. I'm just saying it's like, bro, it was no change. That's what it feels like. Jared Goff is not like playing horrible or nothing like that. It's just like, man, them boys just can't get it done. That's why players bro. It's not the players. It's not the players, dog.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, it's the culture of the organization. Something in there is not winner. It's just not a winner, bro. If you look at like all the statistics of a franchise that has been around from the start of professional football, they are one of the most inept franchises in the history of football.
Yeah, that's true. Even as bad as the Browns was, shit, at one point, sometime in football, these dudes was the shit. I mean, you got to go all the way
back. It's the reason the dog pound has lasted for 30 years of garbage, bro. Because they had good 9-10 years of Jim Brown. They had a very good run when they had it. There's no run like that for Detroit. Everybody just remembers Barry Sanders.
That's because now Calvin Johnson got the Sealy hands on him. You do right by me. Everything.
And they did just retire his jersey, I believe. So I mean,
man, he ain't trying to hear that.
It's cool.
He already said they still not cool. Of course, he's gonna show up for the jersey retirement. Dude's in the Hall of Fame, but he don't mess with the organization at all. Like, if you think about organizations and how players depart from, you never hear anything good about great players coming from Detroit, bro. You don't ever hear Barry talking about nothing great about the D. He never talked highly of Detroit. He's a quiet dude, and his words carry weight. You don't never talk about Detroit being good. And he quit. I'm done. That's nuts, bro.
See what you do to my boy Detroit, man. Get y'all shit together, man. Come on.
Just have my popcorn on that one, my chips. But right here, I'm put Brianna and Sean's picks up right here. Yep. And we're back. So y'all know how we do it because I said it. We're gonna jump right into it. Thursday night game at Paul Brown Stadium. We got the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Cincinnati Bengals. And since you are the fellow first place winner, Darius, who you got winning this one, my brother?
Man, well, after that show that the Bengals just put on my Steelers, hey, you already know me. You know me, dog. I rep my dubs. I gotta rep the L's, man. And I took that L. It was terrible. I had chances to win it, but hey, when you got Father Time playing as your quarterback,
You gotta just go with, hey, how he feeling that day? The Geritol didn't kick in, I guess. I don't know what was going on, man. Y'all seen the replay? The dude just throw the ball and fall. It's like nobody there. I'm like, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? But it's still a nation, though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go with Cincinnati just because I think their offense is a lot better than Jacksonville's defense. Like, they got a lot of good receivers. So I think it's going to be good in the first half. Because I don't think I feel like Trevor Lawrence, he ain't playing like, outstanding, but who expected him to? He went to the Jaguars. Like, hey, he getting some touchdowns in there. He
When
doing
you
some
go to a butt team, what you expect?
Yeah. He doing some rookie stuff. He throwing some picks. But it ain't like he just out there and it's just like, oh, the dude Trevor Lawrence is just not nothing. He's terrible. So I think that he'll try to put up a fight in the first half. But see, since he going to 3-1, man.
Yeah, I hope so, man. I tried to tell y'all, I believed in my team and I had to come out and be like, my Bengals, baby, my Bengals. It was a good win. It's the second one against the Steelers for the first time in a couple of years. But in all seriousness, though, I really truly don't think this is going to be a bad game. I think this is really actually going to be a good game. Jacksonville is playing better each and every game, and I feel like they're going to play Cincinnati very tough in this game. But I don't think they're just not good enough to get the wins yet. They're in the same place I feel like the Lions are. I really feel like that. The Lions are in the same space because they're good enough to compete and they're gonna fight you every step of the way. They're just not good enough to win the game. So I'm gonna go Cincinnati by 10 because of some of the mistakes that the quarterback would make. He's a rookie QB. So
17.
And because I don't have it in front of me, what was the score of that Jacksonville game this weekend? Who they play?
They played Arizona.
Yeah.
They lost 19-31.
But they was winning at halftime.
They were winning.
Like that's just they were in that game more than 31-19. It just they collapsed.
We about to get the old player back.
I want to take Jacksonville. I'm going. Yeah, I'm about to. Just the way them two little L's made me feel super sad, bro.
You ain't coming in last no more. That's how you.
No, I'm not worried about that currently. That I'm not worried about. That I'm currently not worried about.
Hey, the game is in Cincinnati, and it is at night.
It's in Cincinnati though.
I'm letting you know this because that does factor in because at night in September in Ohio, it is not the great conditions for these Florida people.
That's gonna be October, homeboy.
Even in September.
No, Thursday night.
Yeah, on Thursday night.
Yeah.
So
and they're playing in Cincy. I'll go Cincinnati, bro. I don't know what the weather's gonna look like. I want to pick Jacksonville because I feel like they're like stupid close, and I don't really know about Cincinnati's defense. Like technically, Arizona's defense is supposed to be killer, and they still hung 19 on them. I don't know if Cincinnati's ready to be 3-1, bro, but I'll pick Cincinnati. I feel like
I can say if Jacksonville is gonna steal a dub, maybe it could happen against Cincinnati, but I don't see it happening. I don't think.
The next game, we have the Washington team at the Atlanta Falcons, who just got their first win last week. Darius, you picked them last week. You rolling the dice, throwing it on out there again for the Washington team? What? No.
Nope. Hey, Seuss, I did it for you one time this season. I ain't doing that shit no more.
No, he was asking were you gonna pick Washington, not Atlanta.
No. I was asking if he was gonna pick Atlanta.
Because I picked Atlanta last. Nah, I ain't picking Atlanta this week. Hey, dude, Tyler Heineke, I guess he all right, bro. And Atlanta, they won, barely, like
Against the Giants, bro. That was an indictment.
by the skin of their teeth. And 2 Giants receivers had to get hurt for them to win. Slayton got hurt, and what's the name got hurt? I forget his name, but yeah. So it's just
Shepherd?
like,
Talking about Shepherd.
yeah, and Shepard got hurt. So
Mhm.
it's like, man, I still ain't seen enough from Atlanta, bro. Like, it's just not clicking for me. I don't know what
Not
they got
going
going
to.
on down there. They spending too much money on getting the crowd hype with 2 Chainz and Jeezy and Pastor Troy. But hey, let's go Washington football.
Yeah, I'm with you. I definitely got Washington because I feel like it's strength on strength, and Atlanta is not going to be able to score like they was able to score at least last week because the Giants defense is not very good.
Man, Matt, they still can't block in Atlanta. They can't
No.
block in Atlanta still.
No. So I'm going Washington. Blair,
Washington.
I feel that. I feel like this is a simple
I
answer.
have no faith in Atlanta, bro. None.
Next game. I think this is going to be all in one for us. It's the Houston Texans at the Buffalo Bills. I don't think I need to ask either one of you who you guys are picking. You guys are on Buffalo, correct?
Yeah, them boy clicking now. Hey,
Buffalo?
boy clicking.
I'm Buffalo, bro. There's too many injuries on Texans.
Buffalo. Moving
I
on.
like what the Texans doing, man. And if Tyrod Taylor didn't get hurt, bro, I think they would be on a pretty decent trajectory. But him not being right kind of whacks out everything.
Mm-hmm. That's always a tough break for Tyrod Taylor too. It seemed like every time it seemed like he gonna get going some
He
BS.
is just punching at the door, bro.
It's almost just like it's just not meant to be for him, and that's the
Mhm.
sucky part. That's the
Yeah,
sucky
man.
part, man.
That
That's
might just be the tough, though. You got to fight them tough 5 early hard years, bro. Your 5 years early going to be tough. He had a tough run in the beginning of his career, bro. Like, the lung puncture thing was terrible. But then you lost your job off that, which means you lost your check. Like, oh, that just hurt. That hurt bad. Because he wasn't playing bad. It just, the future came.
Yep.
Yeah. Next game. We have the Detroit Lions at the Chicago Bears. I'm gonna go first on this, man. Listen, because I got something to say. Listen here, man. Listen here. I've watched all of these. I've watched all of these analysts come on national TV and talk about Mr. Nagy. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm lying. Yes, the fuck I am. What kind of game plan was that? You got Myles Garrett coming out saying, man, I was shocked with their game plan. We were floored. And we were just like, hey, if they're going to do this, I'm just going to get the sack every other time. This man had 4.5 sacks, bro. You put a 37-year-old dude who just got off the couch eating potato chips to block Myles Garrett, one of the best defensive ends in the NFL, and you want him to block him one-on-one? That's not fair. It's not fair. It's almost like you really wanted this kid to fail, and you put that man out here. You put 2 people he wanted to fail: the offensive lineman who just got off his couch and Justin Fields. How in the hell you expect that man to do anything during? Look, we talked about it. We knew y'all weren't gonna win the game, but damn, bruh, 1 yard passing, 1 yard. The man literally was getting the ball 1, 2, boom, every other time. Like, what do you expect this man to do? What kind of a game plan did you put together to help this young man? You spent everything to get this dude, and you know what? I shouldn't be surprised because you did the same thing with Mitchell Trubisky, even though I did not believe in Mitchell Trubisky. But damn, at the same time, you got to be like, Mitch, we sorry. As a community, we should say, we sorry. We know your coach was absolutely horrible, and it's really not all your fault. It's
Here's
not
what
all
you-
your fault.
Here's what
But-
makes it super sad.
Goddamn.
There's no starter named right now.
You know why? You know why?
Because
They're all hurt. They're all hurt.
All these
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that?
There's
You put that young man
starter
out
yet.
there. He finished the game, but after the game, you're like, hey, bro, I saw
In the
you, bro.
statistical category, there are garbage.
Bruh, I wouldn't be surprised if Justin like, bruh, the quarterback is on the sideline saying, bruh, this offense don't work. No shit. We looking at the shit. We know, Mr. Foles. He's like, hey man, Andy Dalton. He's talking to Andy Dalton on the sideline, like, hey man, this offense don't work, bruh. Bruh, wouldn't you fake an injury too? Like, bruh, I'm hurt. I know he's not doing that, but I'm just saying, if it was them, like, bro, I am hurt. I don't want to play for this man. This man don't know
I
what
didn't
he's
see
doing.
that. They really caught Nick Foles saying that the offense don't work.
Yes, he was on the sideline. The camera was on him. You can read that man's lips. He's like, man, this offense don't work. Eating sunflower seeds, this offense don't work. Like, bro,
he was like, glad I'm third straight.
man. Like, bro, we putting this man out here and ain't giving him no chance to succeed. He didn't do no rollouts. He didn't do no zone reads. He didn't do anything. You just put that man, bro. I seen old boy with Dan Orlovsky. Dan Orlovsky, like, bro, you designed a game plan for me, not for Justin Fields. Like, come on, man. You can't put that man out there and just expect him to just drop back and throw the ball to who? You act like your receivers is top notch. We know one dude out there who can play. That's Mr. Robinson. Everybody else is suspect like a motherfucker. Let's be real. Let's keep it 100. Suspect like a motherfucker. But if you get a man some time, he can make some shit happen. But not against that defense. You got to roll him out, do something. I'm not saying that I felt bad, not even just as an Ohio State fan. I just felt bad, like, damn, man, this man really don't know what he's doing. This is the second straight quarterback, bro. Like, bro, either you don't know what you're doing, or you really just need to be an offensive coordinator. And I know he was the one that's probably calling the plays right now because you got to sign off on it. You're the head coach. Come on, man. You can't be doing that to these kids out
Either
here.
way, he gonna have to eat the L. Like whoever's calling the plays, if it ain't him, he gonna have to eat it. Because
So
they're gonna
he
be
came out
like,
and said
you
it was his fault.
tripping. And they like, when the plays don't work, you need
He
to
came
step
out and
in
said it was his fault.
play.
I'm almost on the verge of picking Detroit in this game. I'm not sure, but damn.
This is why.
Pick. Oh, you picked Chicago. You still ain't made.
I'm gonna roll with Chicago. I'm gonna roll with Chicago because of their defense.
Hey,
I'm like this
what?
close to picking Detroit though.
Guess what? I'm over the threshold. I'm picking Detroit. I don't give a shit. Look, this is why. But listen, this is why. If you draft this dude to be your QB and you don't got no QB there, let him be the quarterback. Right now, this dude could have benefited from
What if the coach didn't want him?
getting all of the first team reps.
Thank you.
So he can at least, even if your offense is crap, at least he got a feel for what he gonna be looking at. So now, I know my offensive line is crap. So now, and at that point, you got a chance to try and tailor the offense to him. Just run a simpler offense. If this is gonna be, you did that shit for Mitch Trubisky.
But that didn't work at all.
I
No,
know.
it did work. That did work. That got him to the playoffs.
Being a bad organization. But I'm like, bruh, y'all drafted Justin Fields. It wasn't like he wasn't in the same situation as like Trey Lance. Like, oh yeah, these dudes keeping Garoppolo. Hey, we gonna have Garoppolo groom him, this, that, and the third. Nah, y'all was getting rid of Trubisky. If you gonna commit to this dude, commit to this dude. You gonna bring in Andy Dalton, who was a backup, who only played last year because the quarterback had a season-ending injury. Man, I'm going to Detroit, man. Detroit by 20.
Wow.
I don't know if it's gonna be that crazy.
Man, whoever, I don't know who play on Detroit line, but one of them is gonna have their career high in sacks.
I don't know any of those things, bruh. But I mean, under the circumstances and the situation, I ain't got no choice but to pick Detroit because this is like one of the best chances they're gonna actually have to win a football game, considering what it looks like. If they make the strides that it seems like they could be making, maybe they'll be competent by the end of the year. And this is a division game, so it should already be kind of tight and tough. And I guess we'll just figure out if Buddy and I think I don't know if Matt Nagy, like maybe Matt Nagy didn't want Justin Fields. Maybe he doesn't know how to deal with a mobile quarterback. Maybe he thinks Justin Fields should be a pocket quarterback. But if your line is trash, you got to move the pocket somehow. Like you got to be able to give this dude some time.
Think about that, Blair. They even do that for non-mobile quarterbacks. If they did this, they do that for non-mobile quarterbacks. They did the same thing for Aaron Rodgers the other night. They had 7 men blocking for him. They had
when it's
chips and blocks and
you're gonna get smoked, you're gonna have to rely on the 2 receivers. Hopefully you get a tight end out of there, but you're gonna have to keep them dudes back there to block. Like something has to happen, bro. Like he didn't make any adjustments during that game. It was crazy.
And if this is your guy, you gotta tailor the offense to your guy.
Thank you.
And he might, I don't know what Matt Nagy is. And they always talk about these dudes like they're some offensive guru or some defensive guru. And then they like head coach a team. And you're like, what are y'all talking about? Like the thing that they're supposed to be good at, they're garbage in. So what exactly does this dude bring if he can't bring his specialty to the team? Like, I don't understand that.
It shows that just because a dude is good at his coordinator position
does not, good
head coach. That means, hey, if this is his specialty, let him do it. Everybody can't be Bill Belichick. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of them dudes, and a lot of these coaches at one time was one of them dudes. But it's going to be more dudes that's not going to be that dude than it is going to be that dude. Like, if he
was... That's why they always taking chances on these guys, and these dudes pop up out of nowhere. And then the head coach end up as a defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator on some team. I'm like, personnel matters, man. Like, if you don't know the personnel you have as a head coach, you're doing a bad job. Like, you should know what you have to work with. And while Justin Fields is not necessarily a mobile running quarterback, if your line is that garbage, you have to do something to offset them just beating your dude up. 9 sacks in a game is absurd, yo. Like, not 4.5 by Myles Garrett. 9 sacks in general in a game is crazy. Like, that's how you let a team sack you 9 times, yo? Like, y'all didn't adjust throughout the entire game. Like, you made no adjustments to what was going on. And you like, we just gonna make it. Or is it that he gonna stink anyway, so let's force him to run the offense and see if he can, like, make plays in the offense. It's weird. It's a very weird dynamic I always feel it's weird when QB or when coaches set the QB up to not win. And it's like, dude, he doesn't do anything that your skill book requires. Like, you drafted him or the organization drafted him. Don't be mad at him. Give him the best chance to succeed. Now, whether you wanted Justin Fields or not, that's who you got. That's who y'all came up with. So when you knew that was the next thing, you knew Mitchell Trubisky wasn't it. You coached him. You knew he wasn't it. How about you try something different? It's tough, bro. I'm going Detroit. I got to.
I don't blame you.
Yep.
I'm going to stick in there because I believe at some point.
You stand with Chicago because Justin Fields is from Ohio State.
No. I'm staying with Chicago because I believe after all of this criticism, you got to do something.
Why do you
got to call somebody, do something. You can't be this bad.
What has
I don't
he
think
shown?
He can be this bad.
He ain't did shit in the past 2 years. He ain't about to do shit now.
You might be right, man.
Maybe
they
need some more dudes for his scheme. Like, I get it. Some coaches need a whole new team for their scheme. But offensively, as a quarterback, when you get a quarterback, you know you got what you got. Like,
how long
have those other positions I get, but at quarterback, you know you got what you got. Like, you got to deal with what you have. You work best with what you have.
Yes, and that's what I think. This is and after this we're gonna move on. But I think this is the classic case of a coach thinking that his system is better than the players. Like the
You don't have to
players are supposed
adjust
to
to the
fit in his
players.
system instead of him
You have
tailoring
to work
the system
with
to
what
his
you
players.
have. Yeah, you got to work with what you
But
have.
the thing is, with all quarterbacks, they all like you need to fit that dude in your system. If he's bad at the hot read, don't have him hot reading all day. Like you just can't do it. Justin Fields is new. All new quarterbacks struggle when they get into the league. Bro.
If you know your line is trash, can you let this nigga throw a screen?
3 sacks in? What are we doing? Like 3 sacks in the same dude, you ain't gonna double team or chip this fool or nothing.
3-step drop. Hey, it need to be some motion going on so I can get this ball out on the perimeter. Cause like, bruh, I can't stand here and let the man get killed. That's the thing. You let this
you can't win a football game that way.
Other day.
I just don't understand. But
Justin Fields, it definitely wasn't your fault. I don't care.
the next game, we got the Carolina Panthers at the Dallas Cowboys. Bruh, I'm not even gonna lie, bruh. I don't know who I'm gonna go with, man. Is Christian McCaffrey playing?
No.
He's not playing?
He's supposed to be out. He's supposed to be out several weeks.
I'm gonna go with Dallas. If Christian was in, I would have done it. But I just cannot because they're gonna look totally different without Christian, man. I'm gonna go Dallas, man. Who you got?
What are you talking about, bro? They played without him last weekend.
Yeah, they did. Now, what I will say
now they're playing Dallas.
Even with McCaffrey, I don't think Carolina is beating Dallas. Just because I think Dallas with my man number 1, I forget what his name is, emerging in that receiving core, like
CeeDee Lamb.
No, not CeeDee Lamb. It's the other guy, the unnamed, the dude with no name. Not CeeDee Lamb, not Michael Gallup, not Amari.
Just the dude that's out there going about his business. I got you.
He's like number 1 or something. Hey, he is nice, bro. They probably got the most balanced offense in the league right now. They got a mean receiving core. They got their stable of running backs, which I will say, man, by the end of the season, Tony Pollard is going to be getting most of the carries, bro. Zeke, I don't feel like he played bad last night at all. But Tony Pollard is definitely more productive. A lot more productive.
He's a different type of runner, bro.
Yeah. He's a speed runner. He's running with his speed.
It works for what they do because they running that rabbits. They got that 3-receiver spread. So I'm going Dallas on this one. I do think it's going to be a pretty good game because I still think Carolina's defense is nice, but J.C. Horn is hurt. So, yeah, I'm going Dallas.
See, and I kind of want to pick Dallas, bro, because I think Dallas is on a roll and Dak looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something about the way Carolina plays football, dude. Like, they win games that you don't expect. Or they're not necessarily, I won't say you don't expect, but like, because their defense is what carries them. You know, like they're just a defense-oriented team, and that's kind of how they push. What's the numbers, bro? What's their numbers recently?
The only number that matters is Carolina is 3-0.
Yeah,
Dallas
but
is
they
2-1.
beat, like, who is Carolina beat, bro? They beat the Jets.
New Orleans.
Yeah. They beat the Saints. And then who they just played?
Who the hell did they just play? Oh, Houston. They played Houston.
See, 3-0 against those teams wouldn't necessarily mean your team is good. It just means your team is better than those teams. But
they could get them on a roll.
It's true.
Their
defense is legit.
Carolina's defense has been legit.
And I
like,
will say, Sam Darnold,
he seems to be like, he seemed like he got it, bro.
Yeah, they all right. DJ
he seemed like he got it. This is their first real test
in Dallas.
Dallas hang points on you though, bro. Like
Oh yeah, them boys gonna run it up. Them boy put 41 on them boy last night.
they hang points on you. Man, I want to go. I think I may go Dallas.
Do
I
you
really
think
want to pick
Carolina can
Carolina
score
though.
30?
I want to pick Carolina, huh?
Do you think Carolina can score 30?
I don't know. I don't think they've scored 30 in any game, dude. Like,
I
They have
feel
not.
like Dallas is assured to score 30.
I don't know, man, because the Tampa Bay was sure to score 39 straight games, bro. And they thought it was good to hold them to 24. Like, they didn't get 30. So,
Yeah.
like,
That's
if
a
they
fact.
can hold them lower than their average, which I genuinely think they have the defense that's designed. Because, like, I don't know if you just going to run it all on Carolina. And they might try to do the same thing that, Dallas did with Tampa Bay. They tried to no run, throw, but then it was a shootout at that point. I don't know if Carolina can score enough points for that. We'll see who comes out of it. I'm going to go with Carolina.
Ooh.
That'll be, I guess, for most people, that's probably like an upset pick or something.
Yes, I think so.
I want to pick Dallas. I really do, dude. And I love what Dak is doing because I actually really like Dak. I hate that they used to try to drop a deuce on Dak the way they did. I'm like, how you going to still say Buddy ain't good? He was leading the league in everything before he got hurt. But they just, the optics, and I'm assuming because he was drafted in round 4, is why they don't think he deserves top money, whatever that is, bro. Like, I don't know, but whatever. But I want to pick Dallas, but like I kind of like what they're doing in Carolina. I don't like the way the coach looks. He just looked raggedy all the time. But maybe he putting all his effort into winning, bro. Like Matt Rule looks like he is out of his element every time somebody talks to him. He literally looks out of it. Like, what are you doing? But he's the dude that like sleeps at the office. He don't take showers. He do
be looking fool up on them
He be
sidelines.
looking, dude, toasted on game day. Like, you ain't even shave on game day, bro. Like, you didn't. Nah, man, we just trying to win football games here in Carolina. We don't care about nothing else. And I like that as an attitude. I like how hard Carolina play. I don't know if they have enough offense for Dallas, man, but I want to actually believe in Carolina's defense, bro. So I'm believing them this week and see if they actually can do anything. Most people probably not picking them. I probably should pick them with like a spread caveat, like in Vegas or something.
You might
Like
be right, though.
but I'm gonna go Carolina, and I'm gonna see if Carolina was legit. This is probably their first real test, and you're gonna see which Carolina team shows up, bro.
So moving on. Next game, we have the Indianapolis Colts at the Miami Dolphins. Who you got in this one, Darius?
I ain't gonna lie, this is a tough one for me, bro.
Glad that's y'all.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck the Colts got going on, man. I thought they was gonna come a little stronger than they coming right now. It's just like, I don't know, they can't get over the hump. I don't know what it is. They just can't get over the hump. But if they gonna do it, this is the week to do it.
Because Tua is still out.
Yes, but even with Tua out, man, them boys still made it a game against Oakland. Like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with the Colts because I feel like it's the right thing to do. Even though they 0-3. I feel like it's the right thing to do. This is the week to break through. No Tua. Man, Darius Leonard, bro, you should have a field day, my boy. Carson Wentz. Come on with them ankles, man. Damn. Let's go, Colts. Shit.
Wow.
That's all.
This is a tough one, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a tough one, but my joke last week about Mr. Glass was pretty damn funny. I ain't gonna lie. I laughed at least 15 more times after we aired the show. And the post was hilarious. I sent it to you, Blair. It was pretty damn funny. I didn't realize how hard you was laughing when I told the joke. But I really want to go. I want to go with the Colts here, man, but I just can't, man. I don't know what it is. I feel like Miami is going to hold fort until Tua gets back. And I feel like they're going to pull this one out. Only reason why I'm going Miami, I'm gonna keep it 100 is because they in Miami. And I feel like they can pull it out, man.
They almost got you the upset last week, man.
They almost got me the upset. I think they're gonna pull it off and they're gonna get the win this week. And yeah. I'm not gonna go with Mr. Glass because if he plays, he's definitely gonna break. So who you got, Blair?
I guess y'all split it, so it won't be nothing crazy. I don't know, man. It seems like they swapped out one player in Indianapolis and the whole team went down the tubes. It's really weird and odd considering. And I do think it's wild that, Doug Peterson got fired. They got a new dude in Jalen Hurts. And it's just so crazy how all that turned out. And they thought Carson Wentz was about to make that turn. Indy looks weird to me, bro. Like, I don't know what they got going on, but nothing looks like even the scores or the plays of the game that you see, it's just like, what is going on with these dudes? Like, do they believe in Carson Wentz? Did really getting Carson Wentz throw the chemistry of the team off? It's very odd because they have a lot of the same players other than Carson Wentz. And he was supposed to be what they were missing was a quarterback. But they don't look good. Like the losses they've taken is like, what are y'all doing, bro? Like, I gotta go Miami. I just don't know. Indianapolis does not make me feel good. Like, even if they had Phillip Rivers, I might be like, Phillip might pull it out. Phillip will blow it for you, but he might pull it out. But there's no reason to believe in Carson Wentz, bro. They've given me no reason to believe in that dude.
All right. Okay. Next game.
I ain't mad at y'all at all.
Yeah. Next game, we have the Cleveland Browns at the Minnesota Vikings. Who you gonna go with, Darius?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. This one was tough for me too, man, because it's like Cleveland give me that feeling too, man. Like, bruh.
Hey, Minnesota's defense is all right now.
Minnesota is
my
always
thing
a
with
50-50
Cleveland
shot at
is
winning, man.
it's like you can tell they're not used to winning yet.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland?
Yeah. They're not used to the expectations.
They're not used to winning yet. So, you see a lot of the maybe playing down to your opponent and stuff like that. Because of Cleveland games, I be looking at them, I be kind of shaky. I be like, man, come on, man. No way y'all supposed to be playing like this right now. But then they eventually, right the ship. With that being said, who they playing again?
Minnesota.
In Minnesota?
In Minnesota.
They in Minnesota?
In Minnesota.
Man, I can't lie. I ain't have Minnesota beating the Seahawks. I think once again, Cleveland run game will save them. I still feel like they probably got the best run game in the league. I think they coming off of Myles Garrett is coming off of a big game. So I feel like he's gonna keep the momentum going. Because that's one thing I always been like with Myles Garrett. He's a freak athlete and all of that. Sometimes I question his motor.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, you just set the franchise record for sacks. That should be enough to, get your motor going. Like, hey, I should be, when they mention Aaron Donald and TJ Watt, hey, they need to mention me too. So I feel like that might get his stuff going. So I'm going to go with the Browns.
All right. I'm going with the Browns. Quick, simple, and sweet. I'm going with the Browns. Defense is solid. Offense is solid because of that running game. I do think that it's going to be closer than what a lot of people think it's going to be. I think it's definitely going to come down to the fourth quarter, but I think that Cleveland running game, because they're going to be up in the fourth quarter, is going to push them and put them over the top. But it's definitely going to be closer than the experts think.
Kareem Hunt is playing like the dude that the Chiefs had wanted. Now, it's just he just did that BS and it just happened how it happened.
Yeah. So I got Cleveland, man. Blair?
Minnesota is really tough at home, bro.
They are. You're right.
See, I don't want to take a bunch of stretch games. I feel like I'm sure I'm about to start stretching.
Hey man, do your Blair it up, baby.
No, y'all just want me. Y'all want me to think what I think are good decisions. Y'all gonna be like, yes, give me a chance, and then y'all gonna be pissed if everything I pick go my way. They're like, I got it, because that's how close it was last year. I know that's how close it was last year, bro. I honestly, what you say?
I said we need for everything to not go your way so we can try to build a substantial lead.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what is Minnesota's record?
That was their first win.
That was their first one, so they're 1-2.
So they 1-2, and they went against Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Which is that's still tough.
That is still tough.
Yeah, Seattle's still a good team, bro. I don't know what their defense look like. It ain't Cleveland defense.
It's not the best.
Yeah. But it's still offensively, them boys got it. So.
They still got it on offense, though.
Yeah.
But they run game and Cleveland's run game. Cleveland's run game is on another level.
They put up 30 on Seattle.
I don't know who they lost to. See, I don't have a thing in front of me.
They lost to Cincinnati, Arizona.
Yeah,
they lost to the Cards.
Yep, by 1.
By 1 point, right? That was a super close game.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota is tough, bro. It just depends on which way the ball falls for them sometimes. I'm gonna go Minnesota, man. I probably shouldn't, but
that's what I'm talking about. This nigga Blair's out here.
I'm about to start having niggas call us like, man, what's this nigga Blair thinking, man?
I'm just playing. I'm going Cleveland. I'm gonna make sure we stick close. We're gonna stay close. Nah, I'm just playing, bro. I'm going for the stretch game. Give me Manny. I really, because I'm like, dude, Minnesota's like mad questionable as a team to me. But they win games that you like, why did Minnesota win that game? Like, because you don't see it, because they don't show the game on TV. You just like, how did Minnesota win this game? And then you see the score, and it's like, hey, Minnesota pulled it out. But you don't. They're just an odd team.
If they're going to win this game, they need a breakout game from Dalvin Cook.
Moving on, we got the New York Giants at the New Orleans Saints.
We out on the Giants, bro. Everybody picking the Saints.
Hey, I'm right about that.
With them receivers hurt, I'm definitely picking the Saints this time. Old blind man Jameis gonna get it done.
Wrap it on up.
Only throwing for like 200 yards.
Yeah.
Hey,
a win.
I'm trying to tell you.
The next game, we're all going to be all on the same team as well. It's the Tennessee Titans at the New York Jets. We're all on the Titans, correct?
There's no way you betting on the Jets if you're not betting on the spread.
I was about to say, yeah, what's the spread?
What is the spread?
I don't know. I just know that Tennessee is favored and the Jets are not.
By what? +7?
Probably so. I don't have that.
Okay. No worries.
I don't have that in front of me.
It's got to be. It's 10.
Probably about 2 touchdowns. The Rook is having a tough go of it right now, y'all. So bear with him, man. Bear with him.
It ain't his fault, man. It ain't his fault. He gonna find out just how Sam Darnold find out. Hey, do your time and move on, my brother. For real.
Next game, we have the Kansas City Chiefs at the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to tell y'all this right now. Right now, the way the Chiefs been playing the last 2 weeks got me concerned, man. That defense is not good. But ain't no way in hell I'm about to be picking Philadelphia, especially off of what I just saw last night. Over the Kansas City Chiefs, you got me fucked up. I'm going with the Chiefs. Darius, I know you're going with the Chiefs, especially after what you saw last night, right?
Man, look, I'm going to tell you this. I feel like you, bruh. The Chiefs' defense is, I can't call it terrible, but it's something. It's something that's not good. It's something that's not good. With that being said, with the 2 games that these boys did lose, they made a lot of mistakes and still was like only lost by like this much. So in their division, they might be in trouble. But against the Eagles, man, the boys about to try to put up 50. They gonna try. They is gonna try. They is gonna I feel like the Chiefs gonna try to overdo it this game.
Just to prove a point.
I don't know if they're gonna try to overdo it. They might do the old win one for the Gipper thing because Andy Reid is hurt. But other than that, bro, I don't.
I feel like these dudes is gonna try to go up 21 early. Next thing you know, this dude Mahomes gonna throw it between his legs or something.
If Andy Reid ain't at the game, you're gonna finally get to see that black dude call the game. And you're gonna see the type of game he like to call because he gonna call he'll be the one giving the calls if Reed ain't able to go, bro. So
I think they saying he's gonna be all right. They said he
was out, but he's old, man, and he went to the hospital, bro. And the game is Sunday. Even if it was just dehydration and I'm tired, bro, you old too. So
yeah, they saying he could be back tomorrow though, back.
Yeah, they said he was going to be back at practice tomorrow or something. I saw that. But a real game, why did he collapse? A lot that they ain't tell you about. So he may or may not. Even if he's at that game, he might be in the booth. You never know.
He ain't eat his Raisin Bran before the game. You know how that goes.
He ain't doing a lot of stuff. Andy Reid, bro. Man. Andy Reid ain't the healthiest dude you've ever seen. So
no,
definitely not.
I'm gonna go Chiefs. I'll make it quick. It's gonna be the Chiefs, bro. I can't. There's no way I can pick Jalen Hurts and the Eagles over Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Right now, bro.
Yeah, that team is just not.
Chiefs lose to Philly. I'm gonna start picking against the Chiefs.
Yes,
I'm telling y'all.
I ain't lying.
Because if they lose to Philly, bro,
they problems are bigger than what we thought.
If they lose to Philly, and I'm trying to be optimistic because. Maybe they're a little too careless. Maybe Patrick Mahomes is taking too many chances. Maybe they feel too good because he wins a lot, so he thinks he can take more chances than most people would because they didn't win that much. I don't know. But they need to tighten some screws, bro, and get back to it because you can die really quick on that hill in football.
They got to get Tyreek Hill going. Whenever Tyreek Hill don't usually have good games, they usually lose.
But they trying to get Tyreek Hill going, bro. It just ain't working.
Yeah, I know. It ain't happening.
They are teams are keying in on certain things. You're going to have to beat us with other dudes. Travis Kelce's still catching everything, but they still losing.
Moving on. Speaking of some good teams, this is going to be a good game. The next game, we have the Arizona Cardinals at the Los Angeles Rams. Listen, man. This is going to be a good game, man. This is slobber knocker right here, man.
Is this their first division games for all these dudes? These dudes about to start playing division.
I don't think they're going to start to, mix it in, because we played the Steelers last week. So, they're going to start mixing it in. Oh, for sure.
Oh, that's on y'all. I ain't in that.
Man, what you talking about? I'm going Rams, baby. I'm going with the Rams, dog. I'm trying to tell you.
But he hates Matthew Stafford.
Right. Matthew Stafford, he gonna keep balling, and he done got comfortable with that boy Cooper Kupp. And it is over with. And me and Black Fantasy team is eating off of that right now. But hey man, I keep telling you, and that Rams defense is something else, dog. Hey, they got the dude Jalen Ramsey everywhere, dog. Everywhere. This man line up on number 1 receiver, number 2 receiver.
They're trying to keep him engaged for the game, man.
Hey, the Rams defense is crazy to me right now. And I feel like they good enough. They good enough to where, it's a passing league now. So you're going to see points. But they make you work for it. You're going to need 10, 12 play drives to score on the Rams. Sometimes you're going to have to settle for that field goal. Man, Matt Stafford out there, man, 15 yards to Cooper Kupp, Deshaun Jackson, 60-yard ball. The boys score real fast sometimes. And I think They got like the perfect 1-2 punch with the defense. So I'm going with the Rams, baby.
A division game.
Yeah. And they winning by 10 again.
Listen, this here is the battle of the MVP so far. Okay. Kyler Murray balling. I appreciate it.
MVP.
Matthew Stafford is balling too. I can't lie. He just knocked off the Bucks last week. Came through him a pick. Appreciate it, Matt.
Appreciate you.
This is what it's gonna come down to. It's gonna come down to these quarterbacks, man. And I feel like the Rams defense is just a little better right now than Arizona's defense. And I feel like Kyler's going to make the key mistake because he tends to get careless, especially when he got pressure in his face because he's small and he really can't see. So I'm going to go with the Rams on this one by 3. I think it's going to be a damn good game. I feel like it's going to be fireworks all over the motherfucking place. But I'm going to go with the Rams by 3 on this one. I think it's going to be a damn good game, though. Blair, who you got, bro?
I'm going Rams, bro. I have no real reason not to pick the Rams. They beat the Bucks, so I got to give it to them. They're in the division, so Arizona could very well lose that game. But the Bucks do have a great offense. And even without Antonio Brown, they had enough pieces that they should have been able to. They just couldn't get it done, bro. LA looks really good at the beginning of the season. They are looking really good defensively, so I have to go LA. And I believe in Matt Stafford. I just don't believe in Detroit. So I believe Matt, because that's what they've been saying about Matt for 10 years, bro. Matt can make every throw in the field. He's so this, he's so that. He just was on a trash franchise. So maybe that's what Archie Manning felt like when he played for the Saints and he was trash and they still put this dude in the Hall of Fame. Because the Saints were never good when he played there, but he still went to the Hall of Fame. So I'm going to assume that's how it works when you have a good quarterback and the organization is just garbage. You're like, but the dude looks good. So I believe in Matt. Matt looks like he can get it done, and let's go Rams, I guess.
All right, I feel that. I mean, yeah. I feel like it's going to be a damn good game, though.
Like, because if you think about it, they didn't get to Brady. They got to Brady towards the end, but Aaron Donald only had like 1 sack.
Oh, yeah. They was doubling, tripling teaming that man.
He had a very timely sack. He did have a very timely sack. The one he got, they needed that one. So he did come through when they actually needed him to come through. But yeah, they're going to double, triple team Aaron Donald every game, bro. You stupid if you don't. If you don't, something's wrong with you, dude. Like, that makes no sense.
Cover him if you want to now. Get that man embarrassed in front of his wife and his mom on TV.
Yeah. Exactly. Message, Matt Nagy. You double and triple team great defenders. God damn. That just don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. Moving on. Next game. We have the Seattle Seahawks at the San Francisco 49ers. And this gonna be a fight right here, bro. I don't know where I want to go. This is so hard. Do I go Russell Wilson, but they coming off a loss? Or do I go San Francisco, who coming off a loss? It's a division game.
Where is it at?
It's in San Francisco. But it makes a difference.
I'm going San Fran.
Yeah, I'm going San Fran, man. I can't go Seattle this week just because I feel like they played a really damn good game last week, and Joey Bosa was a man amongst boys in that game against Green Bay, and he couldn't pull it out. These defenders, man, when they coming back off this injury or they got hurt, they come back and let y'all know, like, hey, y'all must have forgot I'm a bad man. So, yeah, I'm going to go San Francisco, man. I can't do it, Russell. Russell's probably going to get me too.
I want to go Seahawks because it's a division game. Like, just because it's a division game. They're like, Seattle might go in there and win it. They did lose. San Francisco lost too, and it's tough. Tough,
dog.
Hey, you can't give Aaron 37 seconds, man.
Dang, you gotta leave him with the zeros.
At least 15 to 20, bro. Like, y'all, that's just too much time in football, dude.
But it's hard to do that because this nigga gonna run the Aaron Rodgers special.
Hell, man.
Dude, San Fran looks good and they blew it, and then Seattle looked good and they lost too. So but they look good at first. It's tough. A division game is tough, man. I really think Seattle can pull it out in San Fran. As long as they keep the game close, I'll go San Fran. Y'all looking like y'all wanted me to go Seattle. They like, please go Seattle, man.
No, we not. I would have understood if you went with Seattle.
We need these crushes to go the other way.
That wouldn't have been a bad pick.
I'm actually interested to see where y'all gonna go this next one here, bro. It is the Baltimore Ravens visiting the undefeated Denver Broncos. There is where you gonna go with this one, man. Hey,
that's on y'all.
Hey, man. Hey, Lucky Charms is all through the Baltimore Ravens locker room right now. Where you gonna go with it, bro? You feel like the Lucky Charms is still gonna roll?
Yeah. I think the Lucky Charms is still rolling out here. I think it's gonna be another close game. And they gonna skate by the hairs on their chin, man. I still think it's just another day where Lamar Jackson's gonna be the best football player out there. Now, will they be able to sustain this? I don't think so. But this game, I think they can do enough to beat the Broncos. I don't think it's gonna be easy. Because I think the Broncos do a good job of controlling the clock. Their defense is very exceptional. But I think Baltimore gonna squeeze it out, man. As long as they keep it close, man. The boy got Justin Tucker, bro. Man, it's hard to bet against that dude. That's what's hard to bet against. Like, if Baltimore got a chance to kick a field goal at the end of the game, man, that's all
he's gonna hit that. Yeah,
you're right. He just set the record. The previous record was done. I mean, a lot of field goal kickers kick a lot of long ass field goals in Denver, and he just kicked the record. So he gonna kick some long ass field goals. Lamar gonna be doing his thing, and the Denver Broncos gonna win. I'm going with the Broncos for dub because I appreciate defense, and I feel like the Lucky Charms got all eaten last week.
So you gonna pick? I was just
I'm picking Denver. I seen it in your eyeballs. I'm going Denver too because Von Miller and that defensive line is coming for Lamar.
You saw it in my eyes, bro.
I saw it in your eyeballs. Like, yeah, he going with the Ravens.
Yeah, he going with the Ravens. Like, yeah, go with the Ravens. So I can pick Denver and be the only one coming out of that on top. Righteously, bro, I don't know. Like, Denver's in such a weird place. You know, Teddy Bridgewater just manages the game. They have a good defense, and the air in Denver is tough to play in, dude. And even if you're like a poundy team, it's still hard to breathe after 4 quarters in that altitude. And Denver's defense is tough. I don't know what their run defense ranks this year, but Denver's defense is tough, man. And that's all they need in Denver is just a good defense and a dude that doesn't blow it. And they have that. So I'm going to go Denver, man. I hope Denver can pull it out in the Mile High. I have a weird affection for Denver as far as the location. Because even when Denver was butt cheeks for years, people would be like, why are they 8-8? Because they play 8 games at the house and don't nobody play at that altitude. Like, these dudes still win even when they're trash, but they're having a good season. I don't think they have the toughest schedule in the league, but they're still winning. And I think this will be one of their bigger tests early. So I'm going to go Denver hoping they can pull it out. These records gonna be terrible after this week, bro.
Moving on. The next game, you got the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Green Bay Packers. I will gladly go first on this one. Sorry. I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers.
The fool who turned his hat around to say Green Bay Packers. Yo, Chris is hilarious.
And Aaron Rodgers. Because, listen, man, I'm not going to lie, even as a Bengals fan, it was sad to see the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line playing football. That shit was just, man, your offensive line looked like my offensive line last year. Like, that was just deplorable. He couldn't run the ball. You got the running back. He breaking tackles, getting blasted. I'm like, look, man, he ain't going to last this whole season behind this offensive line. They need to figure out another way to be able to get him the ball, and they're getting it to him out of the backfield. He was your leading receiver with 14 catches last game. You know why? Because your offensive line is trash. And they playing Green Bay, and Green Bay going to score some points. Now, I definitely think, hopefully, TJ Watt comes back this game. But I don't think he's going to be enough to overcome Green Bay in Green Bay. I got Green Bay in this one, man. But I do think it's going to be closer than what people think. Because I think Big Ben is going to play a lot better, but not that much better to beat Green Bay. So, who you got, Darius? I know you still riding with your boys, though.
Well, first, I'm going to be a realist. Everything you said was true. Offensive line is playing terrible. This dude Big Ben looked like Rip Van Winkle out here, dog. Like, it is terrible out here.
He looked super old after he kept getting hit, bro. He just looked like some of them, like he just fainted on. Like, oh God,
yes.
It's like some of the oldest falls you've ever seen. It looked like, was it?
It's like,
fall in the Chief games in the Tampa Bay game, bro.
The nigga that fall and he make all the noise before he fall, he like, up. And then he just fall and everybody like, nigga, you just tripped over the oxygen in front of you, dog. With that being said, in a game where I was missing TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith and Tyson Alualu, I would say it definitely showed, because for the first time in like 100 years, I didn't get a sack in a game. And that's a big part of what the Steelers do. So we wasn't able to get that pressure. With TJ Watt coming back, he's supposed to be coming back. Deontay Johnson supposed to be coming back. Both of them boys practice today. Alex Highsmith, he's supposed to practice tomorrow. It's going to be tough. But ain't no way in hell y'all thought I would. Hey, I told you I had a new jacket for you. I told you I had to shake the bad juju off. I brought out the old school. Now we back to the regular. We back to the regular, baby. Let's go.
That all sounds well and good, bro. And you should ride with them till the wheels fall off.
You damn right.
I am not picking those dudes. I am picking Green Bay. Green Bay currently looks like a better team. I mean, they beat San Fran. San Fran offense ain't the greatest, but their defense is legit, bro. So I'm going to have to go Green Bay because the quarterback looks better. Like, he just looks better as a quarterback than Ben right now, bro. I don't know what's going on with the Ben, but it is a tough run. He's old. He kind of looks old. He don't look like he adopted the Chris Paul or the Tom Brady lifestyle because his face still fat. Like, if everything melted off his face, he just was left with like a skin sack face. You're like, oh, Ben changed to the vegan life. They all look like they're dying on the inside, bro. Like, they all look stupid, skinny, and sunk in. And Ben ain't on that diet. He's still eating steaks, drinking beers. He's living like a dude who should not live like that in his 39 years on this earth. But he is doing it, and it all has caught up to Big Ben. Dude, looked so trash. Saw some of the oldest falling I've ever seen when the nigga got tackled. Like, he didn't even bend sometimes. Like, you know, sometimes he didn't even ball up. He just like, just fell off to the side. He did the Shaq fall. He just dead. Like, it was so crazy to watch Ben take them tumbles. And some of them is just like, yo, you look really old. Your feet look like they don't even want to carry you no more today. Like, Ben got that feel to me. Ben got that feel of a dude that's like, why are they still hitting me? Like, I do not have to take, I have restructured my contract and we still trash. What is going on? Ben looked like he got one. If he don't get it together this year, he's going to retire. Straight up. They only restructured for like 2 years. They only gave him enough rope to be like, all right, bro, we'll give you the Tom Brady treatment. You gave us a good time for a lot of years.
If we turn it around and go to the Super Bowl and win, this nigga still better retire.
Yeah, he might do a sunset walk off, but if he goes around and he wins the Super Bowl, he might not quit, bro. He just may not quit.
If you don't get your motherfucking, boy, got me sound like somebody daddy. Get your ass from around here.
Bro, that is too funny, bro, because you really like, I don't want him no more. And Ben almost looked like he don't want it no more. We'll find out in the next 3 to 5 games if Ben still feel like playing football.
Trying to live, him and Brett Favre just was like them dudes like, man, I'm just trying to live out my football. You know, nigga, go home, Roger.
Now we're moving on to the Brady Belichick Bowl. It is the Tampa Bay Brady-neers or Buccaneers versus the New England Patriots. I don't think anybody in their right mind is actually going to pick the Patriots here. I think we're all on Tampa Bay. Even though they are in New England.
I mean, live in New England.
And the Bucs coming off a loss. Shit.
I'll say this, and I'm gonna be honest. I feel like if Cam Newton was the quarterback of the New England Patriots right now, I would have more of an inkling to actually pick them because he can do more things with his legs. But
that would be worse to me if Cam was running their offense right now, bro. Because you absolutely know what they're gonna do.
I don't agree.
I don't think it would be worse, but I don't think it would necessarily be that much better.
When I say worse, I mean, you know what they're doing when they run Cam, bro. Like, you know what they're going to play when they play Cam. Like, everybody runs the same sets when they run Cam, bro. Like, if you know what's coming, you just hope you can stop it.
I mean, you pretty much know what they're doing right now because they're trying to protect the rookie QB, but we are all on the Buccaneers.
But the good coaches all trying to protect the rookie QB, bro. Like, they all try not to let you kill yourself.
Moving on. The last and final game of the week is going to be the Las Vegas Raiders at the Los Angeles Chargers. It's a lot of loss, man. So, which team is going to lose? Who you got winning? Darius, who you got, bro?
With your loss and your last.
Man. I'm going with the boats, baby. I'm going with the boats. These dudes are good.
Yes.
They playing in the black hole?
They are not.
Dudes.
Oh, they playing in LA, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this dude, Justin Herbert, is legit, dog. And their defense is very nice. I still feel like the Raiders kind of been squeaking by a little bit, kind of like how the Ravens been doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Justin Herbert is gonna outduel Derek Carr in a good division game.
Yep, I agree, and I feel like the reason why is because the Chargers defense is better than the Raiders defense. As far as like the defensive line, I feel like they can apply more pressure to him than they can apply pressure to LA. So I'm gonna go with the Bolts, with the Chargers.
What was the record last year between those two? Does anybody know?
So they split. They split down the middle.
And the scores were close both games, right?
Very close.
Most division games are stupid close, bro. Both of y'all picked the Chargers, right?
Yep.
And I got Justin Herbert, dude. He looked fantastic last week. Like, his numbers look amazing to me, man.
And Mike Williams ain't hurt yet, so he's still rolling.
I just want it to be real, bro. So I'm going to go with the Raiders. The Raiders. I hope this dude who I don't have a whole, I know Gruden knows football. I ain't 100% if Gruden can build a team, yo. Like, listening to him talk on, he knows football. But that's different to know football and translate it to getting other dudes to play at a high level.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the same. But I feel like they're very close in Vegas, bro. And no, they won't blow you out because of how they play. But I do feel like those dudes are legit enough that they should be able to. And I could be dead wrong. This is the new season, fans in the building. So it's going to be crazy, which is why I kind of want to pick the Chargers, because it's a home. And now I'm kind of curious what it was when they actually had fans in the stands. 2020 was just a different animal in general.
That's true.
So I'm going to go with the Raiders in a close division game, bro. I really think this game is going to be like between 5 and 3 points, bro. Like, I don't even think it's going to be crazy. It's going to be a close game, and it's either going to be whoever has the ball last or whichever defense is on fire at the time.
It's going to be a good game. I think it might end up actually being kind of like a home game for the Raiders because, it's still a whole lot of Raiders fans.
Who don't go to Vegas, even though Vegas ain't super
Who don't go to Vegas.
Yeah,
still
so
in
it could
LA.
technically be split. I guess it could be split. Yeah.
That's going to be it for this week, guys. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. We still getting new subscribers, and I appreciate y'all for subscribing.
Much love.
Watch. Hit that little like button, hit that little bell button so when you get that upload on Friday, you know exactly when it's coming and how it's coming, and you can get straight to the video while you're driving the truck.
Doesn't hurt you at all.
It doesn't, it's just a button, it's just a button. We appreciate it. Comment, we like the comments, you know what I'm saying? We like the comments.
Don't say nothing to me. I don't want to talk to y'all.
Talk to me. I talk back.
Talk to them.
Talk to us.
Me.
We want all
you
the
can
smoke.
talk to me. I like talking to people, but don't say nothing crazy because I might not even respond. Like, I ain't going that wild with it. I'm not that dude. You say something nuts, I might just say your mama and keep it moving. Like, it's
your mama
real old, just your mama and keep it going like that.
Just your mama, nigga. Your mama.
Real nice and pleasant. Your mama.
But we appreciate y'all. Like, share, subscribe. We out.
Thanks, guys.